Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites, Camp Sons Yahweh, located in the Raleigh, Durham area. My name is Gadal Ayash, and to my close right,
Lamar.
to my left,
Karat.
and brother on the camera.
Karat, that's up.
Yeah, once again, we have another lesson, and basically I want to talk about civil unrest. The nations don't belong together. So here in America, we have every nation, or the word called race on the planet Earth. You have the Black Americans, so-called Black Americans. You have the white Americans. You have East Indians. You have Japanese, Chinese, the Latino brothers, North American Indians, the Hawaiians. You name it. All the nations is in this what America called a melting pot. But I want to prove to you through the scriptures that the Most High never intended for all the nations to be in a big melting pot. And when all the nations belong, when all the nations do get together, it's caused mass confusion and civil unrest and chaos. Because you deal with different personalities, different cultures, different religions, different backgrounds, and that don't mix. Matter of fact, what's that scripture about? If two agree, how can two agree? Yeah, give me that scripture. Because we all have different nationality, different cultures, believe in different gods. So how can we be one nation under God? You know, it's impossible. It's nothing about madness and confusion. You know, it's nothing about a lie. And the Bible don't support it. The Bible support being separate. And before Benaiah get out the scriptures, I'm going to give all praise due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the Most High, and Yahweh Shai the world, equally called Jesus Christ, a black man from the tribe of Judah. But now you have to go ahead.
This is Amos 3, verse 3.
Fine.
Can two walk together except they be agreed?
That's right. So if two people, they come together, they must agree on the subject, or it's not going to work. Right. So the so-called black man, Latino man, we don't agree with the so-called white man. The white man don't agree with the Chinese man. The Chinese man don't agree with the Arabs. So this was causing all this civil unrest in America. It is natural. Any more of that?
That's it,
Read it one more time, Mark.
This is Amos chapter 3, verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
That's right. So it's the same when you have a wife. Say you're a husband, you have a wife. That must agree, or what's going to happen? It's going to lead to divorce. It's going to lead to domestic violence. Wow. That's what's going on in America. Domestic violence that should lead to a divorce. But our people, blacks, Hispanic, Indians, we so in love with the American dream, the American way, with the white man philosophy. We want to stay here and struggle and be oppressed with the damn white man. Okay? Where we should be looking to have our own kingdom. We should look for the kingdom of heaven. Matter of fact, Karat, give me Acts 1:6, I believe, when the disciples was, when Yahushua came back. The disciples had one question for Yahushua, who the word is called Jesus Christ. And we all should be thinking about this. We should all should be meditating about this for our kingdom. We should want to separate ourselves from the other nations. Okay? Because that's how we're going to rule. We're going to separate from the other nations, and these nations are going to be underneath our feet. And they're going to follow our laws, statutes, commandments. And that's the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. If not, they'll get put to death. Go ahead, Doc.
This Acts chapter 1 and verse 6. When they therefore will come together, they asked of him, saying.
So disciples had a question. So Yahushua died on the cross, and then he was resurrected. So when they saw Yahushua again, they had this one question for him. Continue.
They asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
That's why you should be praying to the Most High. So how long until you restore the kingdom unto Israel? Not restore the kingdom to the so-called white man. Not restore the kingdom to the Arabs and be all these nations come together and be in this one so-called beautiful melting pot. That's BS, man. That's not scripture. So that cut the Christian church. Okay? That cut the Muslim mosque. Islam talking about they want to come together and be under Allah. Oh, that is BS. That cut Buddha. Be in peace with man and be together. Oh, that's BS, man. When the nations hate each other's guts, man. Read that again, Acts 1 and 6.
Acts chapter 1 and verse 6. When they therefore will come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
That's right, and to Israel. But I thought the Gentiles can make it. Why didn't it say Israel and the Gentiles? And the other nation. It said to Israel.
Right.
Okay? So the disciples in a rulership mentality. Yahweh taught the disciples to be in a rulership mentality. And that's what Camp Sons Yahweh would teach, to be in a rulership mentality, man.
Right.
We don't want to share the kingdom with the white man. We don't want to share the kingdom with the Japanese man. We don't want to share the kingdom with the Koreans and the Japanese. None of them. We want our own kingdom under righteousness, and that was promised to us. That was part of the covenant. And we're going to get that back when Yahweh comes up with 200 million black angels to destroy this place. Right? Give me Hosea 4:6.
God, it's the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Who is the Most High people? Black, Hispanics, and no-breaking Indians, the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? They're destroyed from a lack of knowledge. What's the knowledge? The words of the Most High. They don't know the prophecies. They don't know the wisdom. They don't know about the laws of the Most High. They don't know about the high holy days. They don't know about the history of the Bible. They don't know nothing. And that was designed by the so-called white man to deceive our people, to keep our people in darkness. Okay, so these churches were set up to keep you in darkness. They were set up by the Illuminati to keep you in darkness. So your pastor, your local pastor, don't know nothing. TD Fat Man Jakes, wherever he's hired at, he don't know anything. Creflo Dollar, he don't know nothing. Okay, so these top pastors don't know nothing. Okay, they were set to teach lies. Go ahead,
Book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Yeah, that's why we're in the situation we in right now. That's why, matter of fact, do me a favor, Karan. I forgot those brothers' names. Go to those articles, and get those two brothers. One is serving 35 years, and the other got killed in the back. And it's right down the name. Got a pen or remember the names so I can repeat those names. I'm going to write down the names. Here's a pen. You can write down right here. Read that again, brother.
Come. This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
That's right. So the reason why we in the projects, the reason why we in the borrowers, we rejected the words of the Most High in the ancient world and now. Okay, so when your children die on the streets, why is that? Because you didn't keep the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. When your children is locked up in a jail cell, you didn't keep the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. When you don't get justice in the court system, you didn't keep the law, statute, commandments of the Most High.
Right.
So now you got a sort of punishment of the law, the curses of the law. We don't keep the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. So later in my speaking, I'm going to talk about two cases that's hot topics right now. You got the case of, say that brother name?
The one that just happened is the Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, the Carmelo, I can't forget that name. The Carmelo Anthony situation where he said he would defend himself and he killed this Edomite and now he's going to serve 35 years. Young man, done, locked up. And then the other guy that got shot in the back, Cyrus Carmack Belton, okay, he got shot in the back by a Korean over a couple packs of water.
Right.
In both cases, one case, the self-defense case, he got charged, he got convicted of murder. And usually in a situation like that, if that was a white man, it'd be self-defense. Okay? And then when the Korean man, he shot a brother in the back. Now, any case, when you shoot somebody in the back, it's always, you're going to get charged with at least, maybe not murder, but at least with manslaughter.
Right.
But for you to get off, and a spit in the face of the Israelites.
Exactly.
Okay? That's part of the curses. And both brothers was Judites. Okay, young Judites. So you don't get justice in America. Why? Because you don't keep the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. And this ain't our kingdom. This ain't our rest. You niggas want to get a piece of the American pie. It ain't happening, Jack. It ain't happening, man. We're here in America to serve slavery, man. To serve captivity. We got to wait on the Most High for him to deliver us out of this captivity. Until now, we gotta work these stupid ass jobs, okay? And then we got to do the work of the Most High and keep His commandments the best our ability.
Right.
And wait on Yahweh Shah.
Right.
But some people, they want to hear it, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't sound glamorous. It don't in the church. Well, you tell me I can't sell